Oh, I love the respite and the music right there. Oh, this is some real animation. Look at this. It's been a few days since we've continued our Honkai Impact 3rd cinematic journey, and today we're picking it back up with Seele, Honkai Impact 3rd animation. The characters in this game are super intriguing. The cinematics have never disappointed, so I can't wait to see what this one holds. If you've been enjoying our time together, please consider looking at some of the other videos we've covered on this channel, including our ongoing World of Warcraft cinematic journey, which we're continuing tonight on a live stream here on YouTube. And let's get right into it. All right, Honkai Impact 3rd lore masters, join me. Let's do this. Okay, and Medias Res opening here right in the midst of the action. I love what I see. Cool character design here. And they're being pursued by something. Ooh. Oh, you can really feel the texture and the... Oh yeah, really like visceral feeling. Great sound design. You can feel the textures of the surfaces and that disgusting pursuer. Look at the animation too, yeah. Wow, what an image. That's a beautiful image. I love the light. It's almost like, you know, trying to get up to the heavens, being pulled back down. Oh no. Oh, oh no. Oh man, what a the reason I love Honkai is because it feels like the emotions you feel when you go through moments like this in life. Like a personification, you know? Just that the visuals are it's so poignant. Oof. What an impact. Don't say it. Bronya. Who is this? So this is like her alter ego? Ooh. Again, visceral. The texture of that feel. Is this your alter ego? Or is like a dark version? Shame. Oh, amazing facial expression here. Oh man, heartbreaking. Whoa, what a concept, yeah. Love that. Here. The chains are broken. That was that thirst. Yes. Oh, I love the respite and the music right there. Just that deep bass and oh, that's awesome. Okay. Now it's ramping up. Oh, this is some real animation. Look at this. Whoa, the facial expressions too are amazing. Oh yeah, this is some real sauce. The facial expressions, we're getting a lot of hand-drawn stuff mixed in. Yes, get him, girl. I love the, I'm rooting for her. It's so good at making me root for the underdog. The other me. Oh, the flashback. Really nice acting. An explosion of music and sound. Like I said, it's visceral. The animation, the sound design, incredible music, it's all coming together. This is the real deal, man. I love that, this big burst of music, and then just, you see, we pull back with the lens, and you see the outcome. Whoa. She can still hear her. Oh man. I really like the voice acting here. It's great. Wow. So, lore masters, I got some questions for you. Man. There's a lot to unpack there. I really liked it. I think we're just in the credits now. Incredible work. Shout out to the team that made this. Let's go back and look. There was a section where she's like falling down and her hair is blowing. So it's just like spotless animation. So well done. Like I said, guys, before we dive in and unpack all this, if you're enjoying our time together, make sure to subscribe. We're going to continue our cinematic journey through all these amazing games. We've got a live stream tonight. We recently launched memberships on the channel. If you want to choose the next video that I react to, you have that ability with the Dragoon tier of membership. So make sure to check that out. But yeah, let's dive in here and hop in the Discord too. If you guys want to talk, we have a huge community now of people talking about their favorite games. We have a hoyoverse section, so we'd love to see you there. Anyways, let's talk about it. I think we're just going to be in the credits for a second. Ooh. And the music just keeps delivering. I love how the songs they choose always are so reflective. Oh, and we're getting some great images here too. Oh, the feeling of loneliness, man. The feeling of loneliness in there. It's almost like she's in a cocoon. Oh wait, are they together again though? It's almost like she's in a cocoon alone. And then there's this image very far in the distance. You see them together. So let's break it down a little bit. Let's go through it. I really love this one. Again, shout out to like there's a visceral, I keep using that word, but it's a feeling of like, you know, I hate to use the example, when you scrape your hand on a chalkboard, you can feel the texture, you can feel the resistance. Like, look at this, right? Everything, the knife into the concrete, like it's so well brought to life. Everything feels so tangible, you know what I mean, to the senses. It's like, ooh, I can feel it, I can hear it, I can see what it looks like, the textures, just high level storytelling. Like they're using all the tools at their disposal to kind of make it more just real. You know, it's an extremely far-fetched scene. There's like a crazy goop monster chasing them and everything. And this is a great image, by the way. Look at that. It's so cool. Just good composition. But there's a couple that I really want to talk about. I love the combination of clearly like hand-drawn elements here with the CG. Very well done. And it's also like just as far as the sort of image shows is, okay, we have two like more sleight of build people running from like just this insurmountable force of like endless hands and stuff with like a tiny knife. You're instantly, and this is what I love about going into a lot of cinematics, not fully aware of the lore. You guys get to fill me in, which is also really fun. But it's like, to an outside viewer, you're very concerned right away for these characters. Like, what? How are they going to get out of this? Yeah, this is the image I love. Now, just from a compositional standpoint, this is an absolutely beautiful image. We have this great rim lighting appearing on the upper end of these creatures here. This beautiful diffused lights, like of the heavens coming down. And compositionally speaking, I mean, it's literally the definition of leading lines, like clear leading lines, leading right up to the subject here, which tends to be these characters. Beautiful, beautiful. And they have the most contrast in the image. As you can see, her dark hair right there. So it does pretty much become the focal point of the image because of that contrast. Beautiful. And even this, like, we're starting to get, as we saw in the later Honkai, like graduation trip, we're starting to get a lot more hand-drawn sort of delicacies and intricacies in the facial expressions with them being hand-drawn. And to me, that was the most important step. Like, it just brought these cinematics to another scale, you know? A lot more relatable. So I totally love that. Yeah, this was great too. The respite. Check this out. You have the music, it starts to feel sad after this kind of like booming heartbeat drum, and then look at this. Just that moment of, it's like you almost can't breathe, right? Your heart is like, or your breath is caught. And it's such an effective use of sound and the absence of sound, right? It's the same thing with image. We talked about it last video when we covered Astartes, the Warhammer 40k videos. Amazing. A lot of that video is negative space. The use of negative space in image and sound in this case. Silence is so powerful. You don't always have to have just full sound, full image all the time. It's great to play with those negatives. And this too, again, it's such abstract imagery. It's like these cubes and this weird digitized stuff, but it's such a feeling, kind of like The Matrix with Keanu Reeves, that you can feel it because it's so weird. And you know, it's like, oh, what are those cubes made out of? You know, what would they feel like on your skin if you were to touch them? And I think that's what makes it so cool, is the way they have her bounce off the stuff and everything. You know what I mean? They make it as believable as possible, even though it's fantastical. It's good storytelling. And there you go, there's your answer, right? She touched it and actually hurt her hand. It's really sad. This impact right here, again, don't say it, is really well done. Like, oh my god, like, there's a lot going on in this. Let's look at it. So we have the FPS, it cuts to this, and then we have a lot of like motion blur. And they achieved a real sense of weight there. And I love how, did you notice how the camera like struggles to follow? It's almost like we're the camera. Whoa! You know, and there's that little lag right there. Like, it just adds such a sense of realism and weight to the fall, as if you were just sitting having your lunch and somebody, boom, hit the floor next to you. Like, oh my god, what just happened? It's visceral. And it's, yeah, it's a great shot too. Even the hair animations here, very impressive. Like in the past, I think the hair was kind of like locked in some of the shots. This is a big jump. That's a great shot. That's a great shot. And this is just such a beautiful image. Again, this could be a painting on your wall. Obviously the leading lines, here we go, leading lines again, in a literal sense, following the perspective here. But we have this shadow, and you know, obviously the focal point is up here, but what we have is the shadow is, you know, almost like her frustration is bigger than her body. You know, her pain and her anguish in this moment is bigger than her body can contain. And look at how well that's voiced, you know, with the use of this very wide angle lens, which actually has some distortion on it. So it could even be as wide as like fisheye lens, like below 10 millimeter or something crazy like that, focal length. And you have this incredible distortion. And for a shot like this, when somebody's feeling crazy and depressed, it works very well. Yeah. The chains too, and it's almost like, this is why I need the lore masters. Like, there's certain things I just don't fully understand. Alter ego, dark version of the self, some sort of imprisonment. This was obviously the standout with the acting and performance capture. Well, not performance capture, I mean animating to capture emotions, not literally performance capture. You promised to take me to the sea. Just beautiful stuff. Again, not having seen The Promise, that hits for me because the performance is squeaky clean. Amazing voice work by the actor here. And the tears are just running. And again, this is a concept to me that is so beautiful. The tear becoming some sort of bloom, some sort of possibility. Like, is that a magic system that works in the game? Is that a thing that happens with her character in the attacks? I don't know. But to me, it's just a beautiful image. And it's a very emotional concept. And she breaks through the chains, kind of just with her feelings, which is a beautiful concept too. Now, this is what I want to talk about. Yeah, this section where she's moving around, like, holy mama. And it's like they're trying to grasp her and she just doesn't care. Beautifully done. That's the shot I want to look at. I mean, they just nailed this. It looks so good. Yeah, the hair movement right there and the facial expression. I mean, look at the determination. And there's actually a zoom in with the lens there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, beautifully done. That one too, man. And that was very hand animated. Let's look at the frames here. Really humongous sense of weight. That was cool too. Did you see that shift? There was like a little bit of almost fear and then determination right at the last moment. And this shot too, it comes so fast. It looks like, was she destroyed here? No. She actually blocked it. She actually evaded it. Yeah, really well done. And then this is the explosion, right? The other me. Okay. So now I'm picking up a little bit more. She asked the other me to kind of unleash her power in a way maybe she was afraid to before. You're hopeless without me. She smiles and it's like, oh, we get to unleash our power, almost like in a, you know, like a Death Note way or something. You have this like avatar that's helping you, which I think is so cool. Yeah. And what a beautiful image. It's just gorgeous. The music explosion, and we go from someone who's chained up by this like alter ego or something that's like holding them back to it's an embrace, right? It's an embrace of self. And then look at that. It gives her the power, unleashes that. It's a beautiful concept. I love it. It's almost like, you know, the parts of ourselves that cause us pain, we run from a lot of the time. If we learn to love ourselves and embrace ourselves, that's growth. It's amazing. Only good thing can happen, and that is, I mean, come on. That is just, that's the shot. It's so awesome. And then we get this, oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. Look at the hair animation, and then this awesome shot of the weapon. Oh, man. Taking up the whole frame. It's just so satisfying. Love it. Let's go rescue her together. Yeah, so this feels like a really big moment. Yeah, and then there's that awesome, like, what is happening? She's destroyed this creature. And it's nice because it's a payoff. The first shot is them running from this insurmountable force, and then we see her just decimate this goop creature. So I absolutely love it. Yeah, let me know, lore masters. I'd love to get filled in a little bit on some of the details there. But yeah, beautiful to see Branya again and to see all the characters interacting like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Please, like I said, make sure to hop into our Discord. Make sure to subscribe if you want to enjoy more time together. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the live stream tonight. Can't wait.